Hello, hello. I was only late by 1 minute. Come on now. Oh, I'm not that late. All right, let's get this all back into focus here. Good stuff. How all do we got here? Any idea? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, so here we are back with another Comic Vantage live stream. So box stamping and hanging out. Hey, how's it going there? There's all the chats. Wow. All right, everybody just showed up all of a sudden. I guess StreamYard has got some lag to it. Man. So we got Chew in the house. We got Johnny Five. We got Brandon. We got Squatchy. We got Tihan. We got William. How's everybody doing out there? Wow, got a bunch of people already. Good stuff. Anyway, here we go. 200 boxes. We are going to stamp and we're going to hang out, have a good time, talk about everything and anything, because you never know where this conversation is going to go. It goes weird places sometimes. All right. Let's get started. Got all the boxes. Usually takes about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours to get all the boxes done. So we got plenty of time to hang out. Actually, does everybody hear me okay? Am I doing good? It's only my second time using StreamYard. The last time my microphone wasn't working very well, so I'm trying something new here. All right, first box. Woo! Man, it's a big honking stack. My FedEx carrier absolutely hates me. Because I get a stack like this every month. Thanks, Jeremiah. It's good to know. Hey, it is fun watching somebody work when you don't have to work yourself. Anyway, yeah, my FedEx carrier, he hates me. Because I get these in once a month, and it's like, I don't know, 50 pounds or so. And then I get, I don't know, all different kinds of packages that come in that you're usually upwards of 50 pounds. Poor dude. So, how's everyone doing out there today? Oh, actually, this is the first time I put up announcements on Instagram and on my Facebook page. Does that help everybody out to know when I'm going to be planning these things? I mean, normally they're just kind of impromptu, but I'd like to set more of a schedule up. My phone just gave me a notification that I'm live. I actually might cut over to YouTube and watch this myself over there, just because the chat seems to go faster. Bear with me here. Guys, let me know if you experience any lag or anything. Yeah, Infinity Mjolnir, that is actually crazy. I can't believe that. You know what's really funny is I bought a bunch of those Thor 6 Kyle Holtz covers that sold out really quick. And I wasn't really expecting anything, much of anything, maybe some mystery box fodder. Figured there'd be some fun books to put in there. And then I go and check today, and they're like, whoa, they're shooting up. The Virgin covers are like, I don't know, $130, $140 a piece now. Thank you. That's actually good to know. I'm glad I'm not getting any lag. So I'm running multiple windows on my laptop here. And I stream wireless, which I know you're really not supposed to do, but I got really fast internet. And it's funny that I can see my own delay on StreamYard now because I'm watching my own stream on YouTube because the chat comes through faster. Fu is still a furry. Did everybody see that awesome furry book that I sent him? Oh God, that was amazing. That book was definitely not safe for children. I actually read nothing from Ultimate Universe. Can you believe that? I took a several decade hiatus from comic books where I just didn't read anything, and that was when all the Ultimates came out. Yo, what's up, doggy? It is hot in Vegas today. It's actually been hot in Vegas for a couple weeks now. And of course, my little office slash studio that I work out of here is of course the hottest room of my house. Yeah, Chew, it's just insane. And it's funny because a lot of times when you got the forest fires or the brush fires out there in California, all the gray smoke floats over here to Vegas and just hangs out over top of the city. The sky is brown for like 2 days while you guys have forest fires. Hey, awesome, Brandon. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, that was that box you got, Brandon, was literally the last mystery box that I had. I always save a couple for when new patrons sign up, and that was it. My patron's completely filled. I have no boxes now that sit around. Now, why are we talking about food dropping the soap? Where the hell is Fu anyway? Is he doing that working thing? No, I actually did not even know that book existed. Well, next time I have a live chat going on, you'll have to tell me how that book is, if it's worth picking up to read. That's actually one cool thing about the comic book hobby in general. There are so many books out there. It's so easy to find something to be able to read. And if you think you're out, there's always something else around the corner. Turtle Boy, that is awesome. I am so glad to hear it. Anytime I can inspire someone to grab a darker image, I feel like I've accomplished my job on this planet. I don't know what it is about Darker Image. It's just one of those books I can never pass up when I see it. I have owned way too many copies of that book over the years. Everything from reader copies to gold foil, the silver, black and white, the signed copies, unsigned copies, copies that have every single copy with the different cards in it. Man, I don't even know how many I own. I think the most I owned at one time of Darker Image, probably about 150 copies. And I don't know why. Of course, my all-time favorites of those are the ash cans because they're so hard to come by. And they're expensive. And it's so funny because, 2 or 3 years back, the gold version of Darker Image, it was like a $10 book. And then all of a sudden I started showing it and people were like, what's that? And then I noticed the price start creeping up higher and higher and higher. Now it's like 50 and 60 bucks. Oh yes, I got a couple of those nice signed Kirkham books. Man, those things are gorgeous. They're almost too hard to pass up. To keep them. I was really tempted. I was kind of on the fence. I actually have some other really gorgeous Kirkham books going into next month's mystery boxes as well that I just got in today. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Chu just showed his on his Instagram. Those awesome Kirkham G.I. Joe books. Hey, Tat, how's it going, bro? And you are very welcome. But you really got to thank Comic Foo and all the mystery men. Actually, maybe before this live stream is up, I'll pull out some of the awesome books that I just got in the mail in the last 2 days that are going into the mystery boxes. I always love when mail comes. I saw your... Oh, wait a second. Yes, I did. That which cannot be unseen? Yeah, I sure did. I saw that today. Wow, I really like this ink. You're always trying new stuff with these boxes. At least I'm always trying new stuff. Ooh, I got a drip. This is actually an old backdrop that I'm using, so I don't mind getting ink and all kinds of stuff all over it. That might be too much ink. Yeah, I got a little too much ink on that one. Oh well, it'll look cool when it dries. I actually did read some of the newer Uncanny Avengers. Anything that crosses over with the X-Men I will actually read, and they were really actually a lot of fun. That is awesome, Brandon. Man, yeah, those books. Wow, they are so gorgeous. Yeah, you like that, Tat? Saves a lot of money actually having boxes printed, I'll tell you that. Because I looked into it. Gemini will print my logo onto the boxes, but they want a 10,000 box minimum order. And I don't, I might go through 10,000 boxes in a year, but I only go through about 200 or 300 a month, so. Opinion on Spawn 174, 175. I cannot recall what those are, so I have no opinion. Those boxes are turning out gorgeous. I think it's a new cardboard that Gemini's mailing. It's very smooth, easy to stamp. Oh, Stevie. Yeah, 10K boxes a month. I would never run out. You know, Tat, and the boxes you do are also a lot sturdier. I tried some of those graphic boxes out there. I have a few, and they are the cheapest, flimsiest things. I will never buy one again. I've literally had two that just split at the seam in about a month. If I could have one 9.8 comic book right now, what would it be? You know, I would either have to go with a Cerberus #1 non-counterfeit 9.8, or I would have to go with a TMNT1 9.8. Those are just beautiful grails for me right there. And I love me some indie comics. You know, I think if somebody had a 9.8 Condom Man, they would probably be sitting on a small fortune, just because getting a 9, I don't think there's a 9.8 out there. I don't think one exists. The paper stock that was used for the cover was just way too flimsy. I have never ever seen one in perfect condition, and I've probably seen, I don't know, 100 different copies of Condom Man in my life. Johnny, I've actually been talking with the guys about that, and I've been experimenting with some new tape, and I must admit some fault here. Apparently, when I bought my Scotch tape, the green stuff, you know, I wanted it to match my logo and things like that. The tape that I bought was high-performance automotive tape, made for, you know, masking off cars so you can paint them. So there's my huge mistake, because that stuff is meant to stay for life. Now, what I did find is I found Scotch Expressions removable masking tape. So it should be a lot less stickier for the next round of boxes. So definitely let me know how you like the new tape when they come out for season 13. You know, exactly, Tat. Those boxes, you know, it's not worth it for the upgrade. Sure, they're pretty, but man, so flimsy. I would rather have the protection for my books than a pretty box. And that is why I double bagged that book, because I had a feeling that tape was going to just never come off, ever. You know, and Tat, for the price of the boxes, I buy colored boxes. I'll get green, red, black, blue. I love them. Especially the black ones. I use black for my own personal collection so I can distinguish, you know, which boxes are mine right away as opposed to what boxes go into mystery books. Or, you know, which books go into mystery boxes? There we go. Hey, hey, Mr. Harvey, how's it going, bud? Yes, Foo throws fits. We all know that. Turtle Boy, I loved Hellshock by Jay Lee. Jay Lee is probably one of my favorite artists of all time. And I don't know if I ever showed you guys the book before, but all the mystery men got together for Christmas and sent me an A-OK. And they sent me a Hellshock #1 9.8 signed by Jay Lee. It is probably one of the most prized books in my collection. It hangs on my office wall, and it will be there until the day I die. A face reveal. You know, my face is revealed everywhere. Apparently people aren't looking hard enough. I guess I've been told I'm the last holdout here. Even Silver Age Dave did a face reveal. You know, and Tatton, it's also just awesome having cool, solid black boxes. Yeah, and actually, I wanted to thank all you guys too. It's awesome that you come out and spend time with me here, support the channel, say hi, you know, just BS and help me pass my work day. You know, actually, I have an awesome gas mask that I can wear. Actually, I think I've done that before. I put a picture of myself wearing a gas mask up on my my Instagram page. I also had a picture of, like, from my nose up wearing a Marilyn Manson snow hat one day when it actually snowed here in Vegas. I can't believe somebody got double Baroness in a season 11 box. That is insane. That was not by design or plan. That was just a pure accident. So, you know, somebody had a happy accident there. Yes, I actually, that Something is Killing the Children, Jay Lee Virgin cover, I put 4 of those in last month's mystery boxes. So there were 4 very happy people. It's like a $50 book now. I no longer do weekly hauls. I used to do the New Comic Book Day, and I gotta tell you, I haven't read a new book in a long time. I still do the monthly previews guide, which seems to be getting shortened since DC went their own way, but yeah, I never cared about DC anyway. I'd like to get back to start doing more weekly videos. I want to start doing more how-tos and things like that. Like, example, I have my heat press over here. I'd love to show people how to use it. A lot of people are very stingy when it comes to pressing their books, and they try to keep everything proprietary. It's like, it's no big secret. I'll show you how to do it. Now there's one dude, I see this book pop up on Amazon and sponsored on my Instagram page, where he's selling the information on how to press comic books. And all he did was grab all the free information off the internet, put it in a book, and he's trying to sell it to people. It's ridiculous. Squatchy, I will do a review of Dinosaurs vs. Mars Bots. I absolutely love that book. Hey Tat, that's awesome. I can't wait to see the new box top. Yeah, I'd like to do an entire series starting with how to clean comic books all the way up through pressing, and even getting into some advanced stuff like creating. I have a humidity chamber that I created myself to humidify books before I put them in the press. Hey, Mr. Garcia, how's it going, bud? It's been almost 1 month since I have done one of these, although I've had a few other videos in between. Oh, but Mr. PMAC, I do actually still do my normal haul video of my mailbag days, which I try to crank out at least once or twice a month. And I've got a stack of packages of shame that I need to show off. I should just do like a special, just all packages of shame, so you guys can see some of the ridiculousness that I get in. I am doing very well. I love life, so I can't complain. Mr. Harvey, actually I did a TMNT themed season, oh god, it must have been, I guess that must have been season 3 or 4 already. I don't know why these random pieces of cardboard show up sometimes. I'm sure a furry prison is a zoo. You know, I think in the last 3 seasons, there may have been 4 turtle books, maybe 5 turtle books in all seasons combined. I'm sorry, there were 8 turtle books. There were 4 of 2 different kinds of dynamic forces. There was a TMNT number 4 first print that somebody got, and I'm sure they were very happy with it. That's a couple $100 book. And there might have been a couple Dell Autos. So maybe a dozen TMNT book in the last 3 seasons. And actually this season coming up, I don't think there's a single turtle book at all. Hey, Mr. Biggie Shack, how's it going? Good to see you stop by. We're just hanging out, stamping some boxes, talking about Mr. Furry Foo. Hashtag Foo can suck it. Yes, this is actually where it all begins, right here. Hard work. Stamping boxes. But, you know, comes out all right. Guess I should actually have a napkin here to clean this up. You know, this whole thing's been a learning experience for me. What to do, what not to do. And actually, hold on one second. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, sorry about that. See, my mail carrier just came and knocked on the door. She dropped off some packages for me. I got some comic books. I know I hear a lot of people complain about their mail carriers, but I love my mail carriers. But that's because I spoil them. So they treat me really, really good. And I make them homemade food. And I know my local station which this is no small feat because Vegas is a large city, but my local station, I probably know half the carriers there by name. So, and they all know me. Yeah, actually, I don't think I showed this photo, but here, I'll show it to you guys. Let me just pull it up on my phone. This was a mystery mailbox day, or mystery box day, and my carrier actually comes to my house and picks up all my packages, so I don't have to leave. And that's why, folks, you get to know your carriers, and you're very, very nice to them. Anthony, I think I heard something about the theaters reopening, but I don't go to the movies. I'm too old for that now. It's just so weird. I just have no interest, so I haven't been keeping track, but I hear something they might be reopening. And Stevie, I had to bail for mail. Comic books take precedent over everything. Comic books are life. Oh wow, do people actually still buy Avon? That's something I haven't heard in a long time. My grandparents used to buy Avon. Hey, take it easy, Tat. You have a good one. I have no idea who Dean Cain is. But yeah, my mail carrier just dropped off 45 comic books just now. And they're all slated for season 13. And not a turtle book among them. No, I will not go see New Mutants in the theater. I have a feeling it is going to be absolutely terrible. That movie has been pushed back, rewritten, and reshot 3 or 4 times now, so I have no expectations for it, so I will just wait till I get it on Vudu. But that's really the way it's been for a lot of the movies recently. I didn't even go see Joker in the theater. I just waited for it to hit Vudu. Like I said, it's just, you know, MCU hits, Iron Man 1 comes out, and you couldn't keep me away from the theater. Man, I was there opening night, watching it. Oh, 12:01. I'm in line with everybody else, having a blast. And then by the time Endgame rolls around, I'm like, wow, I am so burnt out on movie theaters. I just have no interest in going back. So now I just wait for stuff to hit Vudu, and I just buy it and stream it at home. Black Cat. I think in all of my boxes, I may have had a total of 10 Black Cat comic books. Don't confuse me with Spider-Man Booth. I don't hear anybody complaining about those Momoko books, except for Squatchy. You know, I think I actually had 2 Lola XO books in my mystery boxes, but they weren't Spider-Man Booth variants. They were some other, and I don't remember who they were. Yeah, right now, Peach Momoko is just hot, 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 hot. Anthony, actually, the Rave Theater down off the strip over there by, I don't know what they call it, like downtown or whatever it is, by Fry's Electronics, that is an absolutely amazing movie theater. But I live towards the Red Rock Casino, so if I ever want to go see a movie, I just go there. And they used to do like $5 movies on Tuesdays. It's funny that a lot of people don't realize that in Las Vegas, it's few and far between where you find a movie theater standalone. 90% of our movie theaters here in Las Vegas are inside the casinos. Yeah, it really is. I'm literally 5 or 10 minutes driving from the Red Rock Casino. So I'm way out on the outskirts of town. If I wanted to go to the Strip, it takes me 45 minutes. Oh, Mr. Biggie Shack, they all give me a hard time. You have no idea. Oh, I am completely innocent here. And no one can prove otherwise. And that's why food gets the styrofoam peanuts. Yeah, he really does go through a lot of mystery boxes and just rips them apart, doesn't he? But you know, everybody's got to have a thing. Oh, Stevie hates my mystery boxes. Just stuck my fingers in my own ink pad. Ah. Yes, Stevie, everyone hates the tape. Hopefully that's something I am rectifying with season 13. I will admit fault. I did a bad thing. Turtle Boy, it depends on the piece. I have gotten commissions from Jay Lee before. I got a turtle head about this big, and it ran $60. So if he did a full cover size piece for me, I would pay $400 for it. And the awesome thing is I actually have Jay Lee's email address, so I could actually get something like that. He lives right here in Vegas. I've actually run into that dude several times now. Oh. don't know what it is, Brandon. I think the tape over time, like within the first 24 hours, it's usually really good. You can get it off really easy. But I think anything over that, it gets really tacky. But then for some reason, it gets less tacky again. I don't know. But I won't be using that again. Hey, what's up, Brock? Spider-Man piece, 9x12. That's a decent sized piece. And it's 400. I'm taking it though, it's not from him directly. The 9x, usually for an 11x17, which is a nice cover size, especially from somebody like Jay Lee, you can usually get those for about 600 bucks. So 9x12, 400, it's a little pricey, but not bad, depending on how detailed it is. I actually had a buddy who had a 11x17 huge, fully detailed Usagi Yojimbo that Jay Lee did for him. And I think he only charged him $400 or $500 for that. I believe if you follow Jay Lee on Instagram, he has an art rep now that you can contact him directly to get artwork from. And it might be a bit cheaper and you might get some better pieces. Turtle tape. Actually, I'm going to try to stick with the. I'm going to try the Scotch Expressions first, and if it doesn't work out well, then I will try turtle tape. Yeah, the thing is, I don't use frog tape. I know a lot of people get confused. I actually use Scotch masking tape, but it's a high-performance masking tape that I didn't realize was made for automotive applications. So it's super, super sticky. I just saw Scotch and masking tape, and I thought, woohoo! And it was the color that I wanted. So. Oh, all you guys should be very, very worried. Tape gate. Like I said, now I'm using Scotch removable masking tape, so that should be better. How do I put the black tabs on the bags? I have a label maker that does that for me. I tell it what to print out, and it prints it out. And then I spent a whole day tagging bags. Yeah, I literally, when I get all of the hits in that have the black tabs, I will sit down for one day and then just go through every single one. And it usually takes about 6 or 7 hours to print out all those labels and put them on the books, and look up prices for the books and whatnot. Another thing that I do is I actually check prices on the books, eBay prices, before I put them onto the comic books. So people will actually know what they can sell them for. Hey, take it easy, Brock. You have a good afternoon. Platinum Vantage stickers. You know, there really is no set way on how to get a Platinum Vantage sticker. I have sent 3 out, 4 out. Squatchy got 2, which he then passed 1 on to someone else who never claimed that they have it. I sent 1 each to 2 other people, and neither of them have claimed they have it either. Well, actually, I put 1 in a mystery box last season, and nobody claimed they have it. So that's kind of weird. Oh, Mr. Joe M. He is part of the Comic Vantage Club. Check out that awesome logo next to his name. Everybody be jealous. I actually do not know on that. I haven't looked into the prices on those. How many books are in that run? Well, Stevie, I try to make them look as good as possible. If I just stamp it, the whole middle section of the stamp just does not show up because of how large the stamp is. And even with pressing like that, I got a little bubble area right here where it didn't stamp very well. So, Squatchy, you might not have sent 1 out. I feel like I'm going through these boxes way too fast. Spider-Man, why don't I... You know, it's not that I don't like Spider-Man. It's just that I've never gotten into Spider-Man. I've read a few Spider-Man stories. I've enjoyed them, but not enough to keep me going. Actually, I prefer a lot more of the Spider-Man villains than I do Spider-Man himself. But Spider-Man I have nothing against. Actually, I really enjoy a lot of the Spider-Man animated series. I really like those. Well, we don't know if Squatchy sent his, but I know for sure I sent mine. I even took a video of myself packing 1 into the mystery boxes, but no one claimed they have it. Maybe it's somebody who doesn't have Instagram or YouTube and just now has a cool Comic Vantage Platinum sticker. It doesn't even have any idea what they have in their hand. I do love obscure indies. I really, really love obscure indies. Always have. You know, growing up, you know, being young in the 80s and the 90s, you know, you always had the big mainstream stuff. And yeah, it was fun to read, but as I became more of an avid actual reader, indies were where it was at because the stories were incredible. You know, they were always very poignant and raw, and you know, they did what they wanted to, and a lot of them had a lot of backbone. You know, and like Stevie said, they weren't as mainstream. You know, they weren't working with the Comics Code Authority at that time, which was, I think, was a big deal. You know, Marvel and DC were keeping in their confines of the Comics Code Authority, where indie comics didn't have any such or constraints on their books. They could do whatever they wanted to. You know, I don't bash all of mainstream. You know, the 90s, I loved the X-Men. Man, I collected every single X title there was. You could not keep me away from an X book. You know, they had so much energy and creativity, and oh, it was such an amazing time to be an X-Men fan back in the 90s. You know, in the 90s, X-Men had their own line of clothing called Mutant Gear, where you can get like an X-Men jean jacket and stuff like that. It was so awesome. No, Mr. Garcia, I have not seen that. Yeah, the 90s for me is where it was at for comic books. It was a great time. God, everybody was a comic book collector back then. It was crazy. Comic books selling millions of copies. You know, you'd walk into a comic book store and they were always so alive, packed with people playing loud music, and everybody was always so friendly. You know, I never read Death of Superman. I've owned a few of the books here and there, but yeah, never read it. You know, I never got into DC, in particular Superman. Actually, I think that's probably one character I don't like. I absolutely love my 90s dollar bin books. They are just full of so much good feelings, memories, nostalgia. They always make me smile. Even the bad ones. Well, thank you. I think I appreciate that. Now, even if the streams do get busier, I will try to answer everyone. Yeah, exactly. That TMNT one, that is just, wow, I wish I had gotten in on that early on. It's actually one book I regret never picking up. Because the funny thing is, I actually remember those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle books hitting the shelves. Uh, you know, back then. Wow, I was probably elementary school when those started coming out, and I would go to a small little comic book store that this dude had, like the back of his house. He had converted into a comic book store called the Collector's Web in Reading, Pennsylvania. Me and my friends would walk over there, and wow, yeah, he had a lot of great old indie books, and that's actually where I discovered my love of indie books. And I remember seeing, you know, Ninja Turtles, but never bought them. I wish I had. I guess at the time, though, all underground books or indie books were expensive. because they weren't subsidized with advertisements like Marvel and DC was, so they could sell their books at a huge discount. You know, Marvel comic was 75 cents or $1, and then indie books were like 2.50. So as a kid, I'm going to buy a 75-cent book before I buy a 2.50 book. Especially when you're scrounging for change in the couch to buy a comic book. Wow, this is going really fast today, guys, and I have no idea why. Really, I had no idea, Biggie. You know, I can't get into Golden and Silver Age books. I just have absolutely no interest whatsoever. Yeah, Squash, I wish I knew who got your sticker, and I wish you know, or I wish I knew who got mine. Yeah, usually, you know, my first stream, it took about 2 hours to tear through 200 boxes. I probably have like 25 to go when I'm an hour in. Now let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 24. How is that possible? Why, thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up, but hey, whatever. I'll take my time. Maybe I'll show you guys some of the books that I got going into next season if you're interested. Yeah, there's actually a lot of different color Vantage stickers out there. There's red, there's purple, there's I think I might have made a blue. There's one person with a silver Vantage sticker. And I just made a run of gold that I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with. And I probably will have a mailbag day coming up. I want to try to do it next week. So everybody look out for that. And actually, I'll probably be showing a book that Biggie actually showed on his Instagram and I had to go buy. Yeah, the gold ones aren't as shiny as the platinum. They're more of like an unfinished gold, but they're still really cool. Same with the silver that I sent out. Like I said, I sent out one silver. Man, these actually stamps are turning out pretty awesome this time around. I really like this ink. I'll have to grab more of it. I bought this on Amazon. but they will only ship one at a time due to like shipping regulations or something. It's kind of weird. Gold chromium sticker. I think I might be able to make that happen. Hey, no worries, Biggie. You show a lot of fun stuff on there, and I'm a huge, huge, huge Transformers fan, so I really dig that you do that as well. Next up, holographic Vantage stickers. Man, this ink is just getting everywhere, though. Okay, that's the downside to having a tube over a pour spout. Yeah, I'm actually looking at a bunch of different types of material for the Comic Vantage stickers. I think next up might be some kind of hollow foil. That might be fun. Get people fighting each other for hollow foil stickers. You know, my whole comic book collection literally is 2 short boxes, and that's it. It's really not all that impressive. I mean, if you go and watch my my top 50 comic books in my collection videos, you literally will see, you know, a fourth to a half of my collection right there. I keep it very small, and I keep it to books that actually mean something to me. And the other thing is that I'm always weeding out my collection. So I'll find a new book and I'm like, all right, let's get rid of one, and I'll actually pass another one off. But there are a handful of books that I will never ever part with. It's not all obscure indies. Like I have an Uncanny 266 that is signed by Joe Rubinstein, Chris Claremont, and Jim Lee. Oh, and I'm sorry, Andy Kubert, Jim Lee, and Joe Rubinstein. And I will never part with that. Stevie, we keep the hentai to videos. I love Lady Death. That's another book where if I see it at a good price, I will not pass it up. I think currently I own, I don't know, 15 copies of Lady Death #1. And then like at least 3 copies of the new commemorative, one of them signed, plus an older 10th or 20th anniversary that's signed. Wow, yeah, these are going really fast. Lady Death's first appearance is Evil Ernie #1. That's one of the reasons why that book is so expensive. Yeah, Evil Ernie #1 would be the first appearance of Evil Ernie, Smiley, and Lady Death. Evil Ernie number 2 is the first cover appearance of Lady Death. So she was actually a supporting character before she made it to her own series. And now she's the, I guess, the breakout character from that series. It's the only one Brian Pulido still owns. He sold all the rest of his Chaos characters off to Dynamite and lost them years ago in a bankruptcy. You know what? I got a stash of boxes I want to stamp, so I'm going to go grab some more. I'll be right back. Here we go. Let's make this stream last a little longer. Whew. I always have a stash of Gemini mailers just in case we're sending other books other than mystery boxes. I'm waiting for the day though that I always reuse my mailers. So I'm waiting for the day where I get one of these back from somebody that reuses it and sends it back to me. Brandon, those are actually both great books. See, I've got an entire Valiant month planned for you coming up. It's going to be all Valiant, but just in your boxes. Anthony, I have seen the Lady Death animated movie. I actually really enjoyed that. There we go. Finally got a washcloth to clean this up. But Bloodshot number 1 is a key issue. Isn't that like the first Chromium cover ever? And that's like me with Greg Land books. I actually destroy every Greg Land book that I come across. I literally rip it in half. Greg Land. Oh, please do not get me started on Greg Land. Okay. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but Greg Land is the biggest hack in comic books today. The guy is the largest plagiarist on the planet. He is completely lazy. He copies from everyone and everything, including himself. He's never had an original panel in a comic book in his life, and the guy should not be working in comic books. The only reason he gets any kind of work is because he's fast. But I can be fast too if I traced everything. No joke. Seriously, hop on the internet and just do a search for Greg Land, and then look at the image search. Everyone calls him out, but yet the guy still gets work. I have no idea why. So I cannot and will not support anything he has done. Like I said, I wasn't going to sugarcoat it. That is how I feel about Greg Land. And really, I mean, it's not just me spouting off, here. You can go and you can verify it. It's really insane that this dude gets work. There's a video on YouTube that actually is called Tracing the Success of Greg Land. Hey, Manny, we got a new member to the Comic Vantage Club. How's it going? And yes, Stevie, mic drop. Yeah, like I said, I cannot and will not support it. And I will tell anybody who listens the exact same thing. The dude traces from porn. I mean, seriously. You can actually go and you can just look up some of the panels and you can just go, hey, okay, you can see that she's taking it from behind right now. Oh. Yeah, but no one as bad as Greg Land. I kid you not. Seriously, Harvey, man, hop on the internet and just do a search for it. You will see. Hello, Red Cat Man. How's it going? It's been a while. Here, let's see if I can find some fun here. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's insane. And the guy has been doing it since he worked at CrossGen. I mean, who was it recently that got called out for tracing? Was it Lucio Perillo? One of those big cover artists got called out for tracing, and everybody gave him the hardest time. But nobody ever says anything about Greg Land. I have no idea why. I mean, it's by far the worst example of tracing I've ever seen in comics. There you go. See? Red Cat Man, you know where it's at. The dude copies everything. Yeah, Natalie Sanders. Oh, she draws a generic body and then puts her own face on it. It's freaking ridiculous. I hate her artwork. I actually have more respect for Rob Liefeld than I do Greg Land. Just because Rob Liefeld at least comes up with his own stuff and tries. So yeah, that was my fun little tirade for the afternoon. I get very heated talking about him. Oh no, I have not seen that. I had no idea Stephen Platt did a Batman cover. Greg Land has ripped off several Sports Illustrated covers. And not only did he rip them off, but he ends up reusing them on like 3 or 4 other covers. So he rips off originally Sports Illustrated and rips himself off 2 and 3 more times. Stevie, I'll put together a Greg Land season just for you. And they will just be in your boxes. Because, you know, Greg Land. Yeah, Stevie's going to get a mystery box filled with Valiant books, Greg Land books, and cat litter. Oh. I know exactly what you mean. The first season of Clone Wars, actually, really like the first season and a half, they're very bubblegum. You know, you can tell they were trying to aim it more towards children kind of thing, so the stories aren't all that good. But wow, does that series really, really pick up. You know, Redcap, I'm really glad that Stephen Platt's artwork evolved. It became a lot simpler as the years went on, which allowed him to get work done quicker, and hopefully he's not as big of a diva because he got knocked off his high horse. Oh, Stevie, I let my cat do more than that. See, now, here you go, Steve. This is what happens when I don't push on the back of the box. You see that? This is trash now, and it's all your fault. Anthony, it's actually because I've heard it time and time again, it's because he's fast. That's the reason he gets all the work that he does. He can get a book done in no time, and that's because it's all traced. Yeah, Steve's patron box. Yeah, I'm actually just reading it, trying to keep up. Wow, all kinds of cardboard shavings. Like I said, though, this is an old backdrop. I've actually replaced it, so I don't mind getting cardboard and ink everywhere. Yeah, I love all the comments that come through. It's great, you know, being able to answer everybody. You know, I really enjoy answering everyone's questions, helping out when I can. I actually get a lot of messages through Instagram of people always asking for advice and help, and I'm always, always, always happy to help out, guys. I think my one of the funniest ones is I don't know if you guys know Funk Off Matt. He actually has his own channel, Funk Off, and he messaged me one day on Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, I know you sell and buy a lot on eBay. Can you help me out?" And he had sold a book on eBay, and PayPal had done something weird with the payment, and so he sends me all the information. I'm looking at it, and I was like, "Did I just buy this book from you?" And no joke, he's like, "This was you?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm the one that just bought that book from you. This is why you're getting that error." So that was actually kind of funny. He had no idea that it was me that had bought the book from him, and he was just messaging me to get some advice. It's actually Funk Off, Funckoff. Oh, I find all my deals on eBay. So much good stuff there, if you know how to look. All right, guys, we are 83 minutes in. We're coming at the hour 30 mark. And I am almost finishing up here. Oh, I'm not going to take off yet, Anthony. I think I'm going to go grab some of the books going into season 13 and give you guys a little sneak peek. But I do appreciate that. It is a lot of hard work, but wow, I have fun with it. I love when I get the messages, somebody saying how much they enjoyed my mystery boxes or the books or just the experience and had a lot of fun with it. Double stamped box. Actually, I did that just to clean the stamp up before I put it away. Wow, look at this mess. All right. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, I actually just got these guys in. So let's put them right there. I'm going to move the camera a bit so we can get a little bit better angle here. All right. These are J. Ferguson variant Snake Eyes Dead Game, issue number 1. Only 500 of these bad boys printed. I actually just got these in today. These are a ghost. I can't even find these on eBay. They are just gone, sold out. So along with these, we got some of the, we're going to have 5 copies of those going into the mystery boxes. If I had to guess, these are probably going to be a $40 or $50 retail value on these bad boys. I mean, that's actual resale eBay cost. The next book's up that really surprised me because I was expecting these books to be filler, and then I got them in today and I started pricing them and I looked at them and I was like, sweet Jesus. So, we got these Tyler Kirkham variant covers, 1K of these printed. eBay selling prices on these guys were $70. I saw a couple that went for $100. I was in shock. Had no idea. So, along with that, we also have 5 copies of those. Now, to finish off the trifecta, we got the Storm Shadow cover. Now, the Storm Shadow cover, only 500 printed. And again, I saw these guys selling for $100 on eBay. Actual eBay selling prices. And we got 5 of those, all heading into the mystery boxes for season 13. Like I said, I thought these were going to be just filler books. And then I saw the prices. I was like, because I bought these months and months back. I had no expectations for them whatsoever. And of course, everybody saw the signed Kirkham books that I have going in. Let me go see what else I got. Hey, Jojo, how's it going? I'm actually showing off some books going into season 13. Oh, and of course, I've got to have some Peach Momoko. Squatchy's favorite right here. This is Sleeping Beauty issue number 1, and 1K print run on these things. And they are sold out. They are gone. And another book that I was really surprised about. Now, apparently, I had the foresight when I bought these, because this is before Peach started getting hot. I saw these covers. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to grab them. Well, when I grabbed them, the store I grabbed them from were selling 25 packs. So I bought a 25 pack. So probably 10 or 15 of these will be going into the mystery boxes. Like I said, they're a 1K print run. Actual resale value from eBay on these things is about $40 and $50. So these are going to be pretty awesome right here. I'm also going to put some up just straight for sale on comicvantage.com for anybody who wants to buy some and doesn't want to buy a mystery box. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, how about a signed and remarked Usagi Yojimbo, issue number 6, foil variant. These were a 1K print run. Actually, I don't even know if they're going to show up very well there. You see that awesome remark? Ooh, look at that. This is a reproduction cover of Albedo Anthropomorphics. Issue number 2, which was the first appearance of Usagi. So, and hey, look at that. We got 3 remarked copies going into the mystery boxes for season 13. Yeah, that was pretty awesome that you had JoJo on the show. She needs to come back on. All right, what else do I got around here? You know, I got something in the heat press. Let me see what's in here. It might be for the mystery boxes. Oh, it sure is. Here we go. Here's a fun book. Fresh out of the heat press. Thundercats, issue number 1. Yes, the mystery boxes will be out 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, September 1st. Awesome. Wow, this actually turned out really, really well. After a good clean and press. See if I got anything else around here that I can show. Oh, actually, I think that's about it. I want to keep the rest close to the hip until I start posting on Instagram. So hey, there's a quick sneak peek for everybody. Alrighty, that's that. Oh, that's awesome. I would love to watch Thundercats again. You know, Anthony, I actually, I met a guy years back when I first moved to Las Vegas. I was managing a video game store, and I had this late 20s, early 30s something guy come walking in the store, and we got to talking, and he's like, yeah, we got to talking about Thundercats. He's like, yeah, I got a sister named Cheetara. And we're like, what the hell? You got a sister named Cheetara? And he's like, yeah, that's what happens when my parents let me and my little brother name our baby sister. So that was pretty awesome. Anyway, okay, that was a fun little story for everybody. And that's it. I am done. Boxes are stamped. Next step is going to be pricing everything and getting them wrapped up. Yeah, that Bone Parish cover, I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a very cool cover. Yeah, and no joke, there's actually a gentleman in New York City who is named Optimus Prime. He actually legally changed his name, and he's even a firefighter. So that's actually rather interesting. Because at the time, Optimus Prime was a fire truck in the animated series. So, all right, that's it. I'm done talking now. I need to go relax because I am hot and I need water. Yeah. Unless anybody got some last minute questions. And guys, remember, you can find me here on YouTube, Instagram under Comic Vantage, Facebook under Comic Vantage. I got a Twitter now, but I rarely hop on there, but you can go follow me if you want. Also Comic Vantage, and don't forget comicvantage.com, which is right here in this corner. Let's see if where am I at? Am I there? Somewhere there. So also go check that out. All right. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. I always have fun doing these live streams. I really, really want to get into doing more. So yeah, like always, everybody. Thanks for joining, and take it easy. How do I get this thing shut off?